Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Southern Miss's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Figueroa. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up the few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Look out, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
And back to the air on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. You play a great job on second down and force the passing situation. Now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little...
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. line it up on 1st and 10.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Fires to the big fella. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snags it over the middle. He's close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Golden Eagles are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Figueroa. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Figueroa. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack's so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Hard running there.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the 1st down, not a huge game, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that 1st down and keep the sticks moving.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, out of space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on 1st down. Let's it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Immediately fires to the middle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown Wildcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in.
Turning it on! slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. On first down, here comes this offense. Handoff to the single back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
You've got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to buck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just going to keep it after the snap. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. It's complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. To the air on second down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun, fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Golden Eagles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Southern Mississippi, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Eagles are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Peters.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. out of the shotgun on third down. Pocket breaking down. Running to Green. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Golden Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Bring in the heat. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Golden Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown. And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on touchdown Wildcats! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He's got his man. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Now from inside the red zone. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David